Morning, everyone. Welcome to CJ's Kitchen. This morning I want to show you how I do my fruit cake, my Jamaican, it's called black cake as well, but and also Christmas cake. I want to show you how I do mine with a twist to it, differently from the regular. And if you're baking and you feel like throwing some stuff in there that you like, some kind of jam or something, jelly, you can also put that in there, because that's what I do. You can use your own mixes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you real quick what I use in my cake. First of all, I have my mixed spice here, right? I have cinnamon powder. I was using this, so I just opened that. I got nutmeg, ground nutmeg. I also have, this is out of Jamaica and it's called Rose Water Almond. This is delicious stuff in your baking or if you're making porridge. I also have almond essence and vanilla. Also in my cake, I don't use browning because browning tend to get a little bitter, especially when you're making a big batch of cake. So what I do, I use burnt sugar. I also use in my cake molasses, right? I love the flavor of molasses in my cake. And don't forget your salt, because salt always brings out the flavor of whatever you're baking, or if you're making porridge and stuff, you know, when you put sugar in, you need a tip of salt to bring up that flavor. Also in my cake, I used strawberry preserve. That's my own twist on it. And marmalade, sweet orange marmalade. So I just poured out all my butter in the mixer, and my butter was out since last night, because normally you want to take your eggs and your butter out of the refrigerator overnight so you got room temperature and it's easier to mix. And as you know, if you're doing a fruit cake, same part sugar. So if you have 5 pounds sugar, you got 5 pounds butter, 5 pounds flour. Give and take a little less flour because you have the fruits and you want to make sure your fruits, you have enough fruits in your cake. So you can remove maybe a ½ pound of that flour, because that's what I do. And here I have my sugar, and this is 5 pounds of sugar. This morning I'm about to do a mix for like 29-inch cakes. So hence I have 5 pound mixes. So I'm gonna have this. I went ahead already and I weighed this because I got my scale, you all. And so I weighed this already. And I'm just gonna pour that in. Okay, that's 5 pounds of sugar. So I'm just gonna get it level in. This mixer is actually such a good mixer. I had one before that makes a lot of noise. This one is not so bad, and I pay way less for it than I paid for my other mixer. But this mixer is phenomenal. And this is a 7.5 quart. 7.5 quart of 7.5 quart mixer. So here I'm gonna just put my, oh, I forgot my guard. So this normally has a guard. So I'll be right back. I'll get my guard and I'll be right back. So there you are. Now I got my guard on. And this guard, so when the cake is being mixed, you don't have stuff flying all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my, and I'm gonna start out at a slow pace, and you will hear how smooth this mixer is. So there we go. And so that's mixing, and I'm about to put stuff away, and I'll be right back with my, I'll show you my next move. My next move is actually doing the zest from my lime. And I normally put the zest in my cake, so I grate it first and then I juice the lime, because I put the lime in my eggs so it will take away that egg taste from the it will take away the egg taste from the cake. You don't want to be baking and when you're after you're done baking, you're eating your cake and you're tasting that flavored egg. Not nice at all. So we use the lime juice to take that away. And I'll be right back to show you my continuation. flour. And for this part, like I said, it should be same part flour, same part sugar, same part butter. But I cut down on my flour because I want to add more fruit. So for 5 pounds of flour minus a half a pound, so I'm actually using 4 pounds and a half. I'll use 15 cups of flour. So that's 15 cups of flour. Okay, so continuation. Now I'm gonna blend my fruits. So I just wash my blender and I use a ninja blender. And you wanna make sure you don't puree, you chop your fruits. You don't puree them too much because when you puree, it becomes like too glammy. Your cake will become like not cakey, but all, you know, glammy, if that's such a word. So you want to make sure when you do your fruits, you mostly chop them. Okay, so about to do my fruit. And my fruit has been soaking for a while. And I soak my fruit in red label wine or prune wine and white rum. So we got the Jamaican Ray and Nephew white rum. And so now we're gonna do the mix, okay? And all my stuff are pre-washed, so all right, there we go. And like I said, I like to use a lot of fruits in my, because it's called a fruit cake, so I'm gonna make sure we have enough fruits. Okay, so this is my mixing pan, and in this I'm gonna incorporate everything. This is huge, you all. So I'm gonna incorporate everything in this, and I'm gonna start with pouring in my butter and sugar mix, right? Okay, everyone, so it's me again, and this is the final products. So I've been eating some cake this morning. I'm actually packaging to ship out, but I've been eating, and I actually ate a piece of this, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm having Pepsi. It's Pepsi, guys. I know church is over, so it's now after 1 p.m. So I'm gonna cut this cake. I'm like, I think I'm eating too much of it, but you know, cake. This tastes so good. Okay, so this one, because I was gonna cut this one, I didn't put any rum or any wine or anything on this one. But people, this tastes so good. Jesus Christ. I did not have breakfast this morning because normally on a Sunday I don't really eat early. I normally do a fast till like 12, or if I'm in church I would go later. But I'm not lie, it tastes really good. And some packaging, and if you need to order, I'm sorry, but maybe next time you see me, I'm already in half of this. I mean, the cherry is not really staying because I just put them on it. But they got a cherry on top. And if you can feel, I'm going to show you. Let me get my phone out. This is what they look like. And I have some, these are like 6 pounds. This is like a 6-pound pack. And those are being shipped out. Okay? So, this is what it looks like. Welcome to Christmas cake.